Well, now that the kids have headed back to school, let's chat about how the adults have changed the way they learn about wine, especially with online courses. It's a virtual world of wine learning at your fingertips. And here are some great tips is Natalie MaClean, who offers Canada's most popular online wine classes at nataliemaclean.com. Good morning. Good to see you again.
It's great to see you too, Bob.
Yeah, online wine courses, they've become hugely popular. Well, what's driving that?
They have. So I think online courses offer the best of both worlds. So they're accessible to everyone, no matter where you live and no matter what your mobility is. They're also often more comprehensive than going to just a one-off tasting, and yet they're not as sort of complex or time-consuming as some college courses can be. And then finally, a lot of my students who take my online courses, they take it with a partner or a spouse and treat it like date night. That's not something.
It's a social thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you get, can you tailor online courses? Like, what if you want to just learn about one type of wine?
Sure. So you could start with an online class offered by, say, a local winery or a restaurant or a liquor store. So, for example, you might be focusing on the regional differences between, say, two Sauvignon Blancs. Today I have with me Red Rooster from the Okanagan Valley. It's zesty. There's lots of lemony notes. It's very nice aperitif. And I also have Rife from Niagara River, and it has sort of a citrus lime lift to it. But both of these wines, we kind of taste them side by side to see kind of the differences that the region makes. And they both pair beautifully, Bob, with, say, roast chicken or roast turkey, something I think that we want to keep in mind as Thanksgiving approaches.
Absolutely.
Well, there we go. Mouth-watering food shot there. These wines would be perfect with the turkey or the chicken. They'd be terrific.
Yeah. What would you pair with salmon?
Oh, salmon. You know what? These wines would go very well with salmon as well. Mm-hmm. I've got some other wines here, though, that might work even better. Oh, there's the juicy salmon.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about.
So if you want to focus on food and wine pairing, you might then look for a course like the one I offer, which is the Wine Smart course, a full-bodied framework to taste, pair, and buy wine like a pro. And so what I do, and other courses like this do, is that we have live interaction via video with students around the world. They get to meet each other. We kind of go through checklists and workbooks for every possible kind of pairing, from spicy dishes to multiple dinner party courses. And so we might dive into something like low-calorie wines, which are increasingly popular. I have two with me today. So I have the Cupcake Lighthearted Chardonnay from California. Uh-huh. I also have Peller, which is made in Ontario. They each only have 100 calories. And so not only would we explore food pairings, Bob, we'd also look at how do they get the calories so low, just 100 calories.
So typically how many calories are in a red or white?
Exactly. So calories depend on the alcohol level. These are only 8%, and the sugar level. Those are the two components that contribute to calories. So these wines have low alcohol, and they might achieve that by picking earlier in the season, so the grapes have less sugar, they're less ripe. They still are tasty, really tasty, but the less sugar, of course, converts into lower alcohol during fermentation. So I would pair these as well, or this one in particular, Bob, with that grilled salmon. Uh-huh. I might pair the Peller with kind of a pasta dish. Maybe a meaty pasta dish would be lovely, because if you're saving on the calories in the wine, you can splurge on the dish.
Yeah. Before we go, what if you want to go full extreme? You want to become a sommelier. Is there an online starting spot?
Exactly. So you might want to look at something like a Master of Wine course. There are helpful study sites for that. A lot of folks start with a course like mine to get warmed up before they jump into the Master of Wine, because that's thousands of dollars in many years, but it's terrific for anybody wanting to get in the industry. But you might want to look at like specific, more the differences between, say, two iconic California.
We got to go, Natalie, but we'll link up your website, because we get smarter at wine just browsing through that. We'll see you again on Morning Live.